It's time for Who Wrote That Comment? It's Gamer Noob. Alright, welcome Anime Adventure Enjoyers. I think that's how I'd say it. Anyways, welcome people who play Anime Adventures. If you have not liked the video already, please like the video. And make sure to watch the entire thing because it really helps me out. And I need all the help I can get because, yes. Anyways, I got Ethereal here with me. Ethereal has done a massive list of helping set up how much damage each unit does and knowing which unit is the best. Ethereal's level 60s or 70s already. I'm level 50 something, so we've been playing the game a lot. Say hello, Ethereal, by the way.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so we've done a tier list in the past, and today we're doing another tier list. Now, I don't actually necessarily love this tier list, but we're gonna go ahead and use it anyways. I am only doing legendaries, mythicals, and secrets. Now, there are two exceptional units that I would do, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get them off and started with them. They're not on this list here, so we're just gonna have to imagine it. But Bulma and Speedwagon, if you have either one of them for right now, they belong in S tier. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, if you have Bulma and Speedwagon, but you have a better team of damage, they go in A tier. So it just depends on how your team actually looks. Let's go ahead and start with our legendaries here. You want to go first? Where would you put him?
Aaron, he's trash.
Alright, Aaron's trash. Now, I'm actually going to put Aaron at D tier only because Aaron has a little bit of use and you're gonna want to get him. Because if you're trying to evolve him, which we'll get to him later, you can evolve Aaron and make him a very good unit. Other than that, Aaron by himself as a legendary unit, trash. Aaron as a unit that you will need, D tier. Okay. Giorno Giovanni is like Dio, but does more damage and doesn't stun as much as Dio. Honestly, if Giorno Giovanni is all you have, that's great. I'd still put Giorno above Levi. Or Aaron, sorry. Do you agree?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's actually fair.
Mihawk, one of the most beloved characters in all of One Piece. He's so loved in AA that he's trash. Goku Blue. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I actually think Goku Blue is one of the best units when it comes to legendaries. Don't you agree?
I mean, yeah, he's good for shields.
He's good for shields, he's got a cone AoE, and he does a good amount of damage actually. I think maxed out Goku does 2,000 damage per hit. That's a good amount of damage for a legendary unit. I'm gonna go ahead and put him above Giorno Giovanni at C tier. Goku Rose.
Trash.
He's just a worse version of Goku Blue, and he's so much worse that I'm gonna put in the trash tier. Kaneki.
Top of C tier, easy.
Here? Above Goku?
I'd put him above Goku because he does bleed.
He does bleed. So, he belongs, on top of Goku, if anything. Ayo, that's kind of sus.
Yeah.
Definitely better than Goku, does bleed, good amount of damage. Goku for damage, but the bleed overall is just going to help you guys, so that's where he belongs. Itachi, literally probably the second most popular character in Naruto. Behind Sasuke, I guess, and Naruto, so third. But Itachi, they loved him so much, just like Mihawk, that they made him trash. He does a little bit of burn damage, but other than that, he's trash, okay? Blackbeard. Blackbeard's kind of weird. He has this weaken ability where it causes units to take more damage. Now, is that good? Yeah, that's really good. That's almost good enough to put in an A tier. But if you have a full team of Mythics and they're evolved, you're not going to want Blackbeard. He's not going to do enough damage to help your team do even more damage. So ultimately, Blackbeard kind of falls down in C tier, don't you agree?
That is when I don't agree. And
what do you think?
I think he belongs in A, mostly because of the fact that Blackbeard alone, he doesn't do damage. His weekends, like, it's not that beneficial, but up until you go for like leaderboard runs and people just the supports, because you're gonna run 2 DPS teams, one that's half support and then half DPS, and the other person's gonna be support. They don't bring a Bulma, so they need cheaper units while also maximizing their utility. And Blackbeard's just like one of those units that can be brung. He's like a 50-50. It's like
Okay.
he's on the border of A and S. It just depends.
I mean, I agree with you. He has that weekend, and he is pretty good, and he's really easy to get. But I am going to put him on B tier then, just to, like, compensate for what you just said. Like I said, if you have a full team of Mythics, you're not going to want Blackbeard on your team. Now, if you don't have a full team of Mythics, and you do have Blackbeard, you're going to want him on your team, like that. But I'm going to go ahead and leave Blackbeard on B just for now. What's his name again?
Kizaru.
Kizaru? More like trash.
That's true.
Alright, Kaneki's girlfriend. What do you think?
Trash.
Okay, I thought so too. Dio Giovanno. Just kidding. It's just Dio. You know, it's Dio. I think Dio is A tier.
I agree.
I want to put Dio in S tier. I really do. But he's kind of fallen off. If you're doing challenges, Dio is actually really good for like early clearances and getting you through the challenges. I'd almost put him on S tier still, but there's just so many other mythical units. Now, if you do not have a mythical unit, Dio's an S tier unit, okay? Dio is a must-have legendary unit. If you do not have him, he's stunned, he does a lot of damage, and he's really cheap to place in general. So, I am going to leave Dio in A tier for now. S tier being the best, and then the red S tier being like, I don't know, like, you're golden at this point. But yeah, Dio's gonna stay over there. The cloaked Naruto, not gonna lie, I wanna put him in trash tier. I really do. But the only reason I'm gonna put him in D tier is because of the fact that he's free to get.
That's fair.
He's free to get. He doesn't do much damage. I think he bleeds a little bit, doesn't he?
I'm not too sure. I haven't used him.
Okay, but he's free to get, but it takes a very long time to get him doing a ton of raids. Alright, what do you think of Zeke?
Zeke he's bad, but he's not as bad as some of the other ones. So I'd put him in D.
Definitely above Aaron. The next unit is probably the best, newest legendary unit that's come out, the Noro character. Like, explain why.
Noro does the most damage for legendary as far as I'm aware.
It does like a total of 580 damage every 8.2 seconds, but if I'm not mistaken, it does like a bleed as well. So he's better than Kaneki currently. I wouldn't say he's Blackbeard good, and I wouldn't say he's Dio good, but I definitely say he's the better unit of these units so far. And then lastly, we have our boy Dabi. He's been burned once, he got burned again by AA. Trash. Yeah? Oh wait, we got one more, sorry. Arwen.
Yeah,
I kind of had him out of spot. Easy, no debate.
Question.
No question whatsoever. Erwin buffs your team. Erwin creates little horses that ride and kill enemies very easily. Erwin is the best legendary in the game, undoubtedly, as of right now. Imagine he had an evolution. Wouldn't that be kind of cool?
That would be really cool.
He doesn't. Anyways, that's it for all the legendaries. Let's go ahead and move on to the mythicals. Starting off with Mythical Akainu. What do you think?
Well, I'm trying to scale it. Okay.
Okay, if we're talking about Akainu a week ago or before the Tokyo Ghoul came out, I'd honestly put him at an S tier.
Yep.
If we're talking Akainu today, I would put him at an A+ tier. Kind of like right above at the edge of S and A. And like you're saying, trying to scale it, you'll see what we mean by this. But Akainu is a very good unit. He does burn. He does up to 15,000 damage per every unit. And you can place us to 4 of them, which means you get 60,000 damage with like massive range. And I think he attacks like what, every 7 seconds or something?
No, it's 14.
Is it 14? Okay, so he's the long one. So every 14 seconds. But every 14 seconds, he's still doing 15,000 damage. That's pretty decent. I don't know. Where do you think, S or A?
Personally, I would put him in B.
B?
Yes. Compared to lots of the other mythicals coming up, he is very bad.
I think I like his burn, though. And if you have him evolved, he's pretty decent. I do see where you're going. I am going to leave him in A tier for now, because I think there are other units that are actually worse than him that don't deserve to be higher ranked than him. So you'll see what I mean by this. We'll go back to that in a little bit. All Might.
Personally, I'd put him in S.
All Might's knockback is amazing, okay? He has an okay amount of damage. I think like, what, up to 10,000 by the end?
He has a 318,000 PPM.
So he's really good. He does a lot of damage, and he has a good amount of knockback. The only thing is, I think to evolve him, it takes like, what, 4 of the shiny things?
It takes 3 shining extracts, but they're pretty simple to make.
Yeah, so All Might's good. I think for my tier, he would fall A plus as well. I just think there's other units that are better than him, but we'll go ahead and leave him at like the last spot on S tier, just because. Broly, you are literally Ethereal's profile picture, and you were once beloved on the like SSS tier. Today, you have fallen short, my friend, and you now belong on B tier.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
No, I'm happy.
I'm happy. I thought you'd be sad for your friend Broly.
Nope.
Guys, Broly has an insane amount of range, a really good amount of damage, but he gets out DPS'd by other units very easily. Unfortunately, Broly has just fallen off. What's his name right here? I keep forgetting it.
Arima.
Arima, aka the best mythical unit in the game right now, belongs on the S++ tier. Explain why.
Currently has the highest damage per minute in the game, besides another unit that we'll come up to soon. In total, with his range and his 5.8 SPA, it's uncanny. The amount of damage he does is actually ridiculous.
Evolved. We're all talking about evolved units when it comes to these mythicals, okay, guys? Not just the day stats. Day stats units are like trash. They're still useless. So make sure you get these units evolved. All right, Rengoku. He's still kind of trash. I think he does a maximum of like 3,000 damage when he's evolved. 3,000 damage. He doesn't have an evolution. 3,000 damage maxed out, not evolved. So because he doesn't have an evolution and he only really does burn damage, I honestly almost want to put him on C tier. He's like that bad right now.
Fun fact. Besides his range, he does out DPS Broly. But yeah, C tier is perfect where he's at.
Yeah, he doesn't have an evolution, which makes him kind of really bad. He does as much damage as Goku, really, but it's like there's better mythical units to go for right now. Okay, Eto. Eto is S tier. Eto could be S+ tier if you are taking Eto on infinite mode runs. Eto is also one of the most expensive units to upgrade and get the evolution stuff for. But if you're going on infinite runs, Eto definitely belongs in the S++ tier. Eto is like the 3rd or 4th best unit so far, right?
Eto is, in terms of damage, the 4th, yes.
Yeah, so Eto's like good, but I want to save that S++ tier for our best unit, so I'll put her above All Might over here in the S tier. You agree? We're good?
Yeah.
Oh, Arnon.
S++.
Arlen, the only thing they gave you were arms, legs, a head, and trash. Nothing else. He takes like 50 seconds to attack, and while he does a lot of damage on those 50 seconds, it's not worth it.
Yeah, his DPM in total is 42,000. That is so bad.
Like, I don't know what they were thinking with Arlen. Maybe we're missing something when it comes to him.
He is pure dog water.
Like, I honestly think he should be like here.
He's in a league of his own.
He's on his own tier, yeah. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna put him in D tier because he's not actually trash. He's just awful. Like, if you get Arlen and he's the only mythical you have, be grateful you have a mythical, I guess, is like the point I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. No, I can't justify it. Trash. I tried justifying it in my head. It doesn't work. Alright, Evolved Cloaked Naruto. To be honest, I don't have this unit. I know you don't have this unit. It takes a very long time to get this unit. I am going to go ahead and put him at the low B tier because I know he does a okay amount of damage and he's free. That is the only reason why I'm putting him there, is because he is a free unit that you can get just by doing raids in the game. I think he does 3,700 damage, like at level 60 or something like that, with a cone AoE attack. So he's just okay, but he's free. Okay, he's free. That's the main reason why he's B tier. If he wasn't free and he was just a unit you can sell in for, honestly, he'd be C tier. But he's free. Just reiterating that, okay? Katakuri. Where do you rank him?
Katakuri. So, judging by the way that the list is going, I'd probably say max rank, because if you want to touch leaderboards or go really far, especially on Ghoul, you need Katakuri.
Katakuri is like, if you ever played Loon's Tower Defense and there's that one like tower that just keeps throwing out the super glue thing, it's Katakuri. He just keeps throwing out super glue on the units and slowing them down. He literally does no damage. He's absolute trash when it comes to damage, but he slows them down, which makes him good.
That is actually not true. He does out DPS Broly as well.
Nah, he does like 2,000 damage max.
You know, he does 240 something thousand DPM.
Since when?
248,000 DPM.
Since when?
When I refer to DPM, it's them at their max units placed on the map. Max upgrade, yes.
Huh.
He's
but it's a circle AoE though, isn't it?
It's a big circle with like 26 range. So it's actually like pretty good.
Well, there you go. I didn't even know that. So there you go. That's why he's S++. I was just going to put in there for the gluey aspects. All right, Levi. AKA,
S++.
AKA, leave him alone in trash tier as well. Well,
no, he's not. He's S++.
Well, I'm going to take that back. This is where everyone would place him initially. But Levi, we've like come to notice, is really good. He does a really good amount of damage, especially to bosses, guys. Most people don't know this, but he's like basically a boss killer. And because of that, Levi is actually an S++ unit that you must bring if you are going to do infinite raids. You agree?
I definitely agree. So nobody starts complaining like, why is Levi up there? Levi at level 70 maxed out with all 6 of them placed in game. He does 770,000 damage per minute. That's a lot of damage.
That's more damage than any one of these units on the screen right now. Anyways, that's just so you guys know. Is he better than Akainu? No, that's not his name.
Arima?
Arima? No.
No.
If you're gonna summon for either one of these units, go for Arima. But if you have the option for Levi and Katakuri, Levi. Also, I feel like Erwin shouldn't be at the top. There we go. Alright. Madara is like one of my personal like I don't know. I just have a good connection with Madara. He has a long range, a very long attack cooldown, like 14 seconds, but he does a lot of damage, and he burns. But he's only Cone AoE, and he's really just not good, so he falls in D tier with Broly. I hope he gets another evolution soon. Next, we got Gohan, another free unit. It's just a free unit. Congrats if you got him on the leaderboard runs, guys.
Yep.
He's just, yeah, he just exists at this point. I definitely don't know this guy's name.
Tatara.
Tatara.
Yeah.
Where do you rank him?
He's better than Akainu. So he's top A, I would put him.
Okay. He's top A. He's not better than Eto. All Might can kind of push back, and he does, does he burn?
He does double burn.
He does double burn. So burn's really good, but there's a unit that's better than burn that's coming out that you guys are going to want instead of him. So he's like the best A tier unit. Shanks, S++. He's starting to slowly fall off, but he still does a good amount of damage. And the biggest thing with Shanks, of course, is his stun ability. If you're able to time that stun perfectly, you guys will go pretty far on your time trial runs. Plus, he has a large circle AoE that does a ton of damage. So, Shanks, S++. I know I mentioned that Madara is my favorite unit, but ever since I've gotten Juzo Joker, I've honestly think that Juzo's my newest favorite unit in the game as of right now. What do you think?
Does the second highest DPM in the game.
Second highest damage, does bleed, and cuts down regenerating enemies. That is huge. I don't know if you guys understand. Regeneration enemies on like Act 6 of Ghoul City is like one of the most annoying things to like face ever. So Juzo is definitely the second best S++ unit in the game, as of right now. Whitebeard.
Whitebeard. You can put Whitebeard in the same tier as All Might. Yep. But yeah, it's like a.
He's a better All Might.
One or the other. Actually, other way around. All Might's a better Whitebeard.
But the thing that Whitebeard has that All Might doesn't is like the AoE aspect. So that's why I'm like, I think he's better. It's everyone in his radius does pushback. All Might, it's just the cone radius. Everyone inside his circle gets pushback.
Yeah, he has a big circle.
And then his wave hits every single person on the map, too. Okay. Now, these 4 units that are left... Well, actually, this guy right here is the evolved Eren. I don't know. You guys probably guessed this already. Evolved Eren... If you have him, Founder Eren, such a good unit to have. Probably the, like, he's so difficult to get that I'm going to put him 3rd as of right now. But how much damage does he do at max level?
Max level, I'm pretty sure the Titans spawn with 15 mil to 25, something like around there.
15 to 25 million health on him. The only issue you guys will have with this character is getting enough money to level him up. It's nearly impossible to level him up when you're taking him on a raid. Now, the only other thing I gotta mention about him that makes him extremely awful is the fact that in order to get him, you're gonna need 4 Erens, 4 of whatever his name is. What's his name?
Z.
4 Erens, 4 Zeeks, a lot of antlers, a lot of raids, lots of pizza, better ingredients, Papa Russo, so much stuff you guys are going to need in order to get Founder Eren that he's almost like, if you don't grind the game nonstop just to get Founder Eren, you're not going to get him. But he's really good. Oh, Ace. I was so excited to find out that you get like a free secret unit from doing all those shards and everything, all those quests from doing infinite time trials. We grinded those infinites so many times in Marineford. We'd stay up so late grinding, trying to get these shards just so we can get Ace, only to find out that you can get Ace from the orbs, and to find out that Ace is basically just like a C tier unit.
I would honestly drop him because of how expensive he is for how bad he is.
That's true. He does cost a lot, and it takes a lot of grinding to get him. But he's more free than Naruto is, if that makes sense. Actually, yeah,
no, he's
I'm gonna leave him at
unobtainable.
C.
He's unobtainable now, so yeah.
He's unattainable. He's unattainable. Yeah, so he's gonna stay at C tier. You can no longer get him, unfortunately. The Renji character, it's gonna be the same deal, honestly. He's just a character. He kind of just exists. So, C tier, or would you put him in D tier?
I'd put him in C. I'd put him in C.
C. Okay, he's a little bit better than Ace, actually, not gonna lie, but he just exists. And then finally, if you were one of the 120,000 people that watched my Lelouch video, you would know that Lelouch is currently the best unit in the game. No questions? Okay, good. I thought so. I don't even need to explain Lelouch at this point, guys. But that's my current tier list for the game. If you have any questions, if you disagree, let me know down below. Huge shout out to Ethereal for helping me do this, for doing all this extra work, finding out which units do better damage, which units are more viable, and for just playing all the time together. So go sub to Ethereal. I'll leave his channel in the comment section down below. You guys go sub. And I guess I'm going to end the video here. I will see you guys later. If you want the next update, comment down below, and I will make another tier list for you guys. Anyways, Reese's Thesis. Bye!